When a natural disaster occurs, price gouging may happen. So what exactly is price gouging? Simply put, it's charging higher prices under emergency conditions. As Walter Williams once said, passionate issues require dispassionate analysis. Although it may seem immoral as businesses raise prices on necessities after a disaster, economics show how price gouging can be beneficial to both disaster victims and businesses.
Despite its benefits, there are laws that actually prohibit price gouging, which seem to protect disaster victims in the short run since people don't have to pay a high price for an emergency good. However, in the long run, these laws actually hinder the economic reconstruction of a country.
Let's create a hypothetical example of a city before a natural disaster. A business produces 8 units of gasoline and another produces 6 units of food. When a natural disaster strikes, producers lose factors of production. The first business is now only able to produce 4 units of gasoline and the other only 2 units of food. So, the supply of the good decreases.
Let's have a look at a diagram. Initially, we have the demand curve and the supply curve. The economy is in equilibrium E. The initial quantity is Q1 and the initial price is P1. After the natural disaster, the economy experiences a decrease in supply, as shown by the shift of S1 to S2. The result of the decrease in supply is a greater price and a lower quantity. Although the good is more expensive than it was before, it is still available to people.
Also, since the good is more expensive, not many people will have the incentive to hoard the good, leaving more for everyone else. What else? Increased prices will act as a signal for outside producers to earn higher revenues by selling in the disaster-stricken area. So, the increase in producers will cause the supply to rise again. The result? A lower price and a higher quantity. This would only happen if price gouging is permitted, because otherwise outside producers would have no incentive to sell their goods there.
Furthermore, with more competition, a business has the incentive to make their good better than their competitors. Thus, the consumers benefit as they have better products. Due to price gouging, a shortage of necessities is foregone, and in the long run, the quantity will increase. So, price gouging is a good thing.
Now, let's have a look at what happens when price gouging is prohibited. A price ceiling is set at the initial price level. At the price ceiling, the quantity demanded exceeds the quantity supplied. As a result, a shortage is created. Why? Because at the lower price, consumers want more of the good, but producers aren't able to produce as much as they did before. Therefore, victims are unable to buy an emergency good in a time of need.
So, why does the government create laws against price gouging? The government tries to help families afford necessities in the short run, but price gouging has negative effects in the long run. In addition, the laws can backfire since they create shortages of necessities, hurting the victims even more. The surprise of economics? Price gouging. It's a good thing.